Hey y'all, I'm just coming here with y'all real quick. Just wanted to speak my truth. I have my moments where I politic and try to express my feelings on certain topics. I listened to an interview. It was an interview 7 years ago, but I just actually just heard it now. It was on Vlad TV. For people that don't know Vlad TV, the guy Vlad who has it, I'm not a big fan of him, but he has a lot of people that are on. And this one particular one, he wasn't actually the one interviewing, but he actually had Lord Jamar. He's an activist. He's also a hip hop artist. He was on the group. I think it was Brand Nubian with Grand Puba and Sadat X. I think I could be wrong, but anyway, he was on and he was interviewing Pastor Manning. He's a pastor out of New York. Basically, it was a really good interview because it basically was able to analyze two different black men with two completely different outlooks on life. But when they really dove deep, there was a lot of similarities. So let me explain. Lord Jamar, right? He's an activist, civil rights. I don't want to say civil rights activist, but he's an activist as it pertains to our rights. What's right is right. Obviously, I already told you he's in the hip hop community as well. He's very pro-black. He's also very spiritual. That's Lord Jamar. Now, Pastor Manning, he's a Christian. He's a man of faith. He believes in the whole, I'm an American first and foremost. He doesn't consider himself a black man. He considers himself a Christian and an American. So that's, if I could just give you a narrative of where they are, that's their standpoint. So a bit more into the interview, there was different segments where Lord Jamar would ask questions. One in particular question, I think he spoke on the fact that the police department feels like they have a certain amount of authority and a certain amount of power. And this is something that they both agreed on. And Pastor Manning said, all right, he tried to give a little bit of he tried to give them a little bit of the benefit of the doubt at first. But then it came out to be that he actually served time before he converted into the Christian faith and became a pastor and all that. So he actually served time in jail in Florida. I think he said 3 years. So he knows that life. He's been in the system. So that was something that they both could relate to. Because Pastor Manning basically stated that for him to get to where he was today, he had to confess his sins. He had to blatantly put it out there and say, hey, this is who I am. I'm a thief. I pulled guns on people. I wasn't a good person, but I want my life to change. Very noble. Respect that wholeheartedly. Lord Jamar agreed with him. That was the part that was very harmonious. That was the part that was amazing about that interaction, was because that was some of the parts that they believed in. Now again, these are two men that have two different beliefs. Pastor Manning is a Christian, Lord Jamar is not. I don't know if he's Muslim or I don't know if he's just spiritual. I don't really know that about him, but I know he's not a Christian. So the interview was very intriguing. It was good to see those two black men speak on a platform and it not go left just because, hey, I don't believe in what you believe in and you don't believe in what I believe in. There was no past judgment, if that makes sense. And I feel as a society, we can become very judgmental because, hey, you don't believe in what I believe in and vice versa. You know what I mean? My phone is getting hot a little bit, so we're going to go ahead and try to cool it off real quick. I hope y'all can hear me still. I put it up against my ear. I'm in my car. So I'm going to try to cool it off real quick. Bear with me. But y'all can still talk to me. I mean, I can still talk to y'all. What am I talking about? Y'all can't talk to me. But it was kind of cool how they were able to conversate in that manner. Because years ago, it would be hard. There will always be back and forth argument. You know, my God is better than your God. My religion is better than your religion. My beliefs are better than your beliefs. All that stuff, all that rhetoric. And it's like, you just can't live like that. It's clear. And what they specified, it's clear that there is work that needs to be done in the Black Diaspora, in the melanated and carbonated community. And like I stated, Pastor Manning feels that he's not black. He's exactly right. We're not black. I'm not a color in a crayon box. I'm not. I am a carbonated, melanated being. Those are the facts. I don't consider myself black because I'm not. I'm not. You got to remove yourself from these terms that they've put on us. All right? Go and look up who started the races and who divided which race into what. And all right, we're going to call these people black. We're going to call these people white. Go ahead and look that up. That's going to be your homework assignment. Go ahead and look that up and research who started that. Because at the end of the day, it's a European indoctrination. They implemented that. Everything was whitewashed. Everything. So for us, as a Black diaspora, for us to actually get back our sovereignty, we have to first forget everything that we were taught to remember who we are. They wanted us to disconnect from our ancestors. You can't do that. Your ancestors are embedded in your DNA. You just can't sit here and expect to pray to a white Jesus and expect all your issues and all your problems to go away. You have to do more than that. Okay? Now, I grew up in the Christian faith, Baptist church. A lot of my family members are still very religious. Now, I believe in a universal God. I believe that there's a God who created all things. I'm just not particular on a faith. I'm not big on religion. Because make it make sense to me. With all the different denominations, with all the different religions, who is to say one religion is better than the other? As you really go into each religion and you really start to believe their faith, at that point, you're brainwashed and you're completely engulfed in that belief to the point where can't no one else tell you any different. So you have groups of different people that believe in different things and you cannot waver their thoughts. To me, that's control. You're being brainwashed to believe a certain narrative or to believe in a certain deity, a certain God. That doesn't make sense to me. I can't sit here and tell you that my God is better than your God. Oh, and your God is better than his God, and her God is better than her God, and my religion is better than yours. That's too much time. That's too much wasted energy. I'm in a place, and I'm not sitting here and saying I'm not passing judgment. To each their own. I'm just speaking my truth. Let me make that very clear. My family members and my friends that are Christians and Muslims, or who believe in Judaism, I love all of them wholeheartedly. That will never change. That will never change. But it's a lot of it's very contradiction. It's a big contradiction. Let me say it that way. And it's hard to really dissect it all. So for me, I consider myself more spiritual. I believe in the Most High Creator. I do believe that there was a universal God that created all things. I also believe in my ancestors. I also believe in angels, guardian angels. I believe my mother's one of my guardian angels. God rest her soul. But I also believe that a lot of things were whitewashed in this Babylonian system. And it's facts. There's information that you can go ahead and research that proves that. I also believe that the Indians that were given those blankets with the smallpox when those missionaries came over here on their boats back in the 14 and 1500s, I truly believe that those blankets were given to the black indigenous people of this land, who are the original Native Americans. Most of the quote unquote black people of this land, they try to say that we're all Africans that came over here on slave ships. That's a false narrative. They only brought over about 3 million slaves on those ships. And the funny thing is, one of those ships were named Jesus. That's another fun fact that you need to look up. And it's funny that they bring about these images. Let me stop myself, because the original topic that I was bringing in was the fact that it was a beautiful thing to see two black carbonated melanated beings have a wonderful conversation and talk about their truths without things going left. My beliefs are my beliefs, but I'm going to leave that for another video. But I will leave you with this. Don't be afraid in believing in what resonates with you. When we enter this realm, this physical realm, we're here for an individual purpose. All of our purposes are not the same. Okay? We are all not the same. And for people to assume or to think that we are all the same, that is false. That's why so many of us act different. That's why so many of us live different lives. That's just what it is. We are all not the same. Okay? So, we all come into this world by ourselves. And when we die, we leave this world by ourselves. Fact. So while you're here, you have to figure out and find out your purpose. Why are you here? What is your purpose? What are you doing? Okay? You cannot be so embedded into this matrix, this system. Yes, you have to live in this world. Yes, you have to provide for yourself and for your family, but you do not have to be a part of what this is. Live in the system. Don't allow the system to live in you. Use the technology. Don't allow the technology to use you. Be a free thinker. Use your mind. Don't allow someone else to control your narrative. Because if you give someone else the keys to your car, they're going to start to drive your car. If you give over the deed to your home to someone else, They are going to take over your home. So you need to do what you have to do, all right, to control your life. You are the co-creator of your reality. Okay? You are it. All right? And then go to your resources, which is the Most High Creator. Speak to your divine angels, your guardian angels, your archangels, your cosmic angels, your divine ancestors, your ancient ancestors, your cosmic ancestors. Stop limiting yourself to just this physical realm and this planet. We live in a universe, an infinite universe. Research black matter. Research melanin. Research plasma, especially plasma, because I'm going to tell you this. There's a reason, there's a hidden agenda on why there's so many of these plasma facilities in these urban areas. You will not find too many plasma centers in upper class areas, okay? Because they need the plasma from the melanated man and woman. They also need the melanin from the melanated black man and black woman. That's why so many of our children go up missing every year. Stop being naive to the facts. Stop being naive to the truth. The truth will set you free. Know thyself. Look within. Okay? Stop looking outside of yourself and admit to your shortcomings, to the mistakes that you have made, to the sins that you have committed. Admit to all of it. Put it out there. Speak it into the universe. Heal your inner child. Forgive yourself. Forgive others. Stop holding on to that guilt. Stop holding on to them lies. I've made so many mistakes in my life that I will admit. I've cheated on people. I've hurt people. I've lied to people. Okay? I've been late to work before. Okay? I am not perfect. But you have to admit to that to become a better version of yourself. Stop walking around here like you're high and almighty. Because you're not. You're not high almighty. You got shit that you got to take care of. There's things that you're going to have to fix. So when are you going to fix them? The time is now. The times in which we living in right now, in this moment, is a test. This is testing you. Are you going to fail the test? Are you going to pass it? God is testing you right now. So what you going to do? Stop living outside of yourself. Start going within. All right? I love all of y'all. All of yous. Stay strong, stay up. Be blessed.